Hey, welcome to Storytime this week, remote learners. This is Dr. Shivers, and I'm here with a friend. You want to introduce yourself, Miss Kay?
Hi, my name is Miss Kinder. I'm one of the school social workers here in the district, and I'm at Theodore Roosevelt.
We're so glad to have you. Thank you for joining us for Storytime. We have 3 different short stories this week that are going to help us recognize about bullying situations. This has been our theme all week, and so we're going to jump in and start by talking about Oscar. So I'll read the first one and then we'll pass it off. Oscar is the smallest boy in his 4th grade class. Because he's much smaller than his friends, they think it's fun to pick on him.
His friends call him names like scrawny and twerp, push him around because he's so light, and mess up his hair whenever they greet him.
His friends also like to play jokes on him, like putting him in the ball barrel at recess because he fits, and locking him in the bathroom stalls.
Oscar. I'm sick of my friends picking on me all the time. Whenever I tell them to stop, they say they're just joking around and pick on me more, but it's no joke to me. It makes me mad and it's embarrassing. I don't want to tattle because these guys are my friends. Sometimes I really have a lot of fun with them. So I don't want to get them in trouble and have them decide they don't like me anymore.
This is Nick. Come on, we were just joking around and Oscar knows it. We told him.
And this is Diego. Some of things they do to Oscar. Ha! Sometimes we can't stop laughing because it's so funny.
And then this is Mr. K, the playground supervisor. Well, this one time I had to help Oscar out of the ball barrel, but it was his friends who put him in there. So I figured they were just fooling around and having fun. So we got one more, I guess.
And this is Padma. I feel a little bad for Oscar sometimes, but what am I supposed to do? They're his friends. They'd stop it if it really bothered Oscar, wouldn't they?
So what we want you to do, friends, is to help us recognize, is this a case of bullying or no, it's not? So what do you think, friends? Go ahead and think about that and make a choice. Yes, the scenario with Oscar was a case of bullying, or no, it wasn't. So this one, if you guessed that it was a case of bullying, you were correct. This had a lot of incidences. We think it would be a bullying case because they repeatedly picked on him by playing those mean jokes. What are some other factors, Miss Kay, that come into play?
Also, there is a power differential. That means Oscar is smaller than his friends. There are more of them and only one of him. His friends, joking around, has had a negative impact on Oscar. He feels angry and embarrassed. He wants them to stop, but they don't listen to him. He's worried they won't want to be his friends anymore if he tells on them.
Good job, friends. So those are some factors. Now we're going to look at Abby. So this is our second story. Abby really likes to play with Maria and her friends. Maria is the boss and decides everything for her friends. Abby would like to be in charge sometimes, but it's better for Abby just to let Maria have her way so she can still play with Maria.
Maria and her friends have just started a private club. Maria decides who is in the club and who is not. At the moment, Abby is in. The kids in the club have to say what they don't like about a student Maria picks out. Then they find that student on the playground and pick on him or her for the week to make the student feel embarrassed.
Abby's no good at picking on people, so pretty soon Maria decides Abby can't be in their club anymore.
So this is Abby. I'm sick of my friends picking on me. All I really want is to be part of Maria's group, but I don't like being mean to people like she wants. Now I am getting singled out and picked on every day. I wonder if I should have tried harder to stay in the group, but I don't think so. Now I don't know what to do. I don't even want to come to school.
Our next is Maria. Maria says, I like to be the boss. Not everyone does, but it's easy for me. When you're the boss, you get to decide who everyone should be nice to or not. What's wrong with that?
This is Teresa and Danielle. We like being in Maria's private club. It makes us feel special. We sure don't want to be kicked out like Abby was, so we just do what Maria says.
And then this is Mrs. Wang, their playground supervisor. Oh, I don't pay any attention to those girls. How much trouble can they really cause? They are just a group of girls talking, right? I've got worse behaviors to monitor. So students, what do you think? Is this a case of bullying or not? Oh, sorry, we have one more character. I'm so sorry. Then we'll make a decision on it after this one.
Okay, this is Shalaya. I know about Maria's private club. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, but I'm sure not going to say anything. What if she decides to start picking on me?
Good work. So now students, what do you think? Is this a case of bullying? Take a moment. So yes, this is a case of bullying because Maria has excluded Abby. Exclusion is a big part of bullying, and it's happened repeatedly, just as they've done with other kids.
In this case, there is a power differential. Maria has social power. She uses it to boss other kids around. Abby is also outnumbered. The behavior of Maria and the group has had a negative impact on Abby. She's been excluded, she feels helpless, and she doesn't want to go to school.
So we want to take care of all those situations. We don't want these to happen at all. We have one last story that we want to share with you. Here's where it starts. There are 2 computers at the back of Mr. K's 5th grade class, which all the students share. Stella is working on one of the computers on a report that is due the next day, while another student is just starting to work on the other computer.
Stella's time is up on her computer. Now it's Nolan's turn. Nolan starts pressuring Stella to get off the computer so he can play his math game.
Stella doesn't want to give up the computer until she finishes her report. They start to argue.
This is Stella. I have an important report to do, and all Nolan wants to do is waste time to play his stupid game. What I have to do on the computer is more important, even if my time is up.
This is Nolan. It doesn't matter what I want to do on the computer. A rule's a rule, and Stella's time is over. It's my turn, fair and square, and math games are not a waste of time.
And this is Fiona. Stella is so right. Nolan is always playing those dumb computer games when it's his turn. Computer time should be for important stuff only.
All right, be thinking, is this bullying or not? Here's our last one. This is Thomas. It's Nolan's turn for sure. What else is there to say? Math games are important too, but that doesn't even matter because it's Nolan's turn, period. So what do you think, students? Is this bullying or not? Oh, there's one more. Man, I should have marked these better. You got the teacher now, and then we'll ask you to decide.
So Mr. King, the teacher, Stella and Nolan seem to be having an argument. That's unusual for them. It sounds like it's escalating. I like students to try to work out their own problems.
Good work. So was this bullying or not? Take a moment. So if you said this was not a case of bullying, you'd be right. This is kind of more of a one-time argument. It's a disagreement that happens. It's not a repeated behavior. We still need to make sure that everybody's safe and it doesn't escalate, but this would not be a case of bullying because it's not repeated. You want to talk about the other factors, Ms. Kay?
Sure. There's no indication that either Stella or Nolan has more power than the other. Stella and Nolan may be angry at one another, but neither one seems to be intentionally trying to harm the other. They may, however, need help working through their problem.
Good work. So with those 3 stories, we hope that you learn to recognize what bullying is. These are the takeaways. We want you to know that bullying is often repeated or has that potential to be repeated. It involves a real or perceived imbalance of power, and it has the intent to cause physical, emotional harm, or a significant impact on the bullying student. We hope that this week you've been able to stay really focused on learning about bullying prevention and ways that you can be a good friend and an ally. Ms. Kay, any final thoughts on bullying prevention?
I don't think so. I think we covered it.
Thanks so much, remote learners. Have a great week, everyone.
Thank you.